I was looking for a fresh start, a place where I could escape from everything that had come before. When I found the ad for the old house on the outskirts of the village, I felt this could be the place that would bring me peace. But what I didn't know was that this house carried secrets I was never meant to uncover. From the moment I stepped inside, I felt something strange, as if the air itself was heavy, burdened with secrets buried long ago. I shrugged off the feeling and tried to go about my life as usual. But when night fell, the shadows began to appear. At first, they were just glimpses, like fleeting figures sliding from one corner to another. But as time passed, they seemed to get closer. I remember that night, the night when things started to spiral out of control. I was lying in bed, barely drifting off to sleep, when I heard footsteps. They were soft, too soft to be human. I opened my eyes slowly and saw the shadows moving across the walls. But these weren't just ordinary shadows. They moved with intention, as if they were watching me. I got up cautiously and walked into the hallway, where a large mirror reflected the dim moonlight. When I looked into the mirror, I froze. It wasn't just my face staring back at me. Behind me, there were other faces, distorted, filled with anger and despair. I spun around, but no one was there. Yet I could feel them. I could feel their presence all around me. The next morning, I began a frantic search for any clue that could explain what was happening. While rummaging through the attic, I found an old diary, its pages worn and brittle. The diary told stories of people who had lived here before, how they had started seeing the shadows, how things began to unravel, and how their lives ended in tragedy. The final page was written in a trembling hand, bearing a single warning. Don't let them in. If you see them, leave the house immediately. But it was already too late for me. The next night, when I tried to leave, I found the doors wouldn't open, and the windows were sealed shut. I was trapped. The shadows were no longer distant specters. They had taken on clear forms, moving toward me slowly, deliberately. Their whispers grew louder, until they became screams calling out my name. I tried to run. I tried to scream, but my voice was lost. The coldness, the darkness, it seeped into my bones, and when I tried to open the door one last time, I felt a cold hand grip my arm. The shadows closed in from every side, slipping under my skin, seeping into my soul. In that moment, I realized the horrifying truth. There was no escape. I was now part of this house, part of those shadows. And now, I am the one who watches, who waits, who cries out in the dark, waiting for the next victim.